What up, though, Boogie? You know what time it is. It's time for another dope episode of Late Night with Nate and Adrian. I'm your boy, Nate Galloway.
I'm Adrian Brandy.
And some bombs.
Whoa! Bomb
Yeah.
action.
Had to get the bombs in. You know, sometimes I'm late with those bombs. No Sleep Crew, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Like, subscribe on all your podcast platforms. Boogie, how you doing?
Man, I'm
What's
feeling
going on?
amazing. I put my 2 weeks into this. To let me. I was about to curse my. I was about to talk about the job.
2 weeks in this
Right,
bitch.
right. Let me stop playing. I'm always grateful for the opportunity to work and whatnot. But hell yeah, put my 2 weeks in. Oh, I'm so excited, boy.
Hey, I'm
What?
proud of you.
Man, do you understand how good it feels? And I have days off already requested off during this 2 weeks. So I'm just like, nigga, you getting
You
two
did it right.
days. You
You
getting
did it right.
2 days from me.
So let me ask you this question: Is this the first job that you've actually put a 2 week notice in?
Oh yeah. I always put notice in. There's except for maybe like one or two back when I was a kid, dumb a
So do
dumb
you put
kid.
the notice in for jobs that you really care about, or is it even the ones that you don't like? You're like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do it. It's just the right thing to do.
Just in general, the right thing to do. Just because I want to give everybody notice, regardless of how I'm feeling, if I hate it or love it. Most of the jobs I don't like. It's just a job. So,
You are a model employee because let me tell you, it's only been a couple that I've actually cared enough to give a 2 week notice. It's mostly been like, fuck you, I'm out this bitch. I will fucking blow this whole popsicle stand up. Like, you don't want me to give a 2 week notice.
oh god, how
But
you feeling though?
the last one I left, I did give him a notice. I was like, okay, a notice, I gotta do it. How am I feeling? Boogie, I am good. You know why I
Yes.
am good? Because the Mexican pizza is
Oh
back.
my
For
god.
those of you that are
You.
viewing this, you see what I'm holding up here. It
Oh,
is the
oh.
box from Taco Bell,
No,
the
you did not.
Mexican
You
pizza.
say you saved the box just so you can show
I
everybody
had
that
to.
you.
I had to let
Oh
people
my.
know it's real,
Oh
and I'm
my.
sure some of y'all wondering, Nate, how did you get this early? It's not even out yet. Don't worry about that. I got the Taco Bell plug. Just kidding. It's on the app. If you use the app, you can get it early because it officially drops tomorrow. You know,
Yo, let's talk about how you have a Taco Bell app for a second.
the only reason why I have the app was because I was, scrolling the Facebook or Meta looking for topics to talk about on this great podcast. And it was like, hey, we know you're fat. Advertisement, Mexican pizza, it's back. You can get it the 17th through the 18th on the app. And I was like, oh shit, it comes
Can
out
I?
on
Right.
such and such day. So let me beat the crowd. Let me go on the app. So yeah.
Oh God. Yo
It's funny
ass.
though.
Go
So
ahead.
I posted on my story. Some niggas was like, bro, I done had two. I had two yesterday. And I was like, damn. I thought I was doing something with just one. Niggas is spinning the block for Mexican pizzas.
So I will ask you this: is it the same as you remember it, or is it better?
It is the same. It's back like it never left. I was like, y'all never should have got rid of this. I didn't eat it that often. I it was one of those things where it was just like, if I'm in the mood for it. But then
Yeah.
when it took it away, I was like, how could you do this to me? It's like I remember it. Now we just got to get the Mexi melt back. It's a couple other things that we need to get back that never should have took off. But it's back, y'all. It's
Oh,
back.
oh God. Well, I'm so happy that you got to stuff your face with some Taco Bell Mexican pizza.
Hey man, I was just like, you know what? This has been the highlight of my week so far. Outside of doing this podcast, I'm like, yes, the Mexican pizza is back. Before we get started though, it was something funny that I read, and I want
Okay.
to talk about this because I was like, this is the funniest shit. I was crying laughing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Share.
hearing that Harriet Tubman out crying babies because it could possibly get them caught is the wildest thing I have ever heard.
Oh my God. I read that shit too.
Was dying when I heard that shit. What was the first thing? you thought of?
I want to see like I. The first thing I thought of is Harriet punching the baby.
That is why I cried so much, because I was like, she in the woods, like, shut that baby up. Like, just out here sucker punching babies. And I was just hollering. And then I had to process it for a second. I was like, wait, she wasn't really punching these babies. So I did some research. I had to, let
Okay.
my fingers do my scrolling and everything.
Okay.
Harriet was a herbalist. She
Oh.
dibbled and dabbled in the herbs. So upon research, she was kind of wetting them claws and just knocking the babies out, hitting them with the chlorophyll,
She
but not
was.
killing them. you know,
She was 0070s. She was
shut your
stealthing
ass up.
these honeys. Yo, I was just about to say. I thought when I hear herbalist, I think she's making these babies get high and quieting the babies down. But it is the other way around. She probably, and back then, they had the pure stuff.
Oh
So
yeah,
these babies, it was a whiff, and the baby was done.
babies was knocked out for like 3 days. Baby woke up north, like we's here.
Check on that baby real quick. That baby been gone for about 3-4 days.
It was just the pure visual though. It was just like, and it was even funnier though. I was like, other niggas in the threads was posting gifs because Black Twitter, we don't take nothing serious.
Of course.
Niggas was posting babies getting knocked the fuck out, and I was like, why are we like this? Why are we like this? I was like, okay.
Oh my god! But just to think that any peep or noise back then can really you're really risking your life for not only helping a group of people get out of slavery, but risking it for yourself. So she's like, hey man, shut this baby up.
She was the first fuck them kids.
Yeah.
She was the first.
Oh my god.
Fuck that baby. Like I was like, we gotta talk about this. I was rolling.
Yeah.
If you get a chance, those of you who are listening, to go find that thread.
Yes.
And you will just be hollering.
In
like
tears.
It is the funniest shit ever. But we got to keep this thing rolling.
Yes,
Boogie, you know what time it is. It's time for tipping the hat. Who you got for your tipping?
I'm tipping my hat off to. I was trying to give you an accent, but it didn't work. To Thames.
You don't need no other ID.
Thames. I'm giving it to Thames. She has become the first Nigerian artist in history of music to debut at number 1. What?
This is dope. She's got an amazing voice.
Yeah. Granted, she's featuring with Future Hendrix, but
but she still made it.
Easy,
Still got a tip I had to. I still did not know on that WizKids. I thought it was just him. I did not know that the other body was her.
I see what you did there. The other body was her. Oh, I see what you did there. Her EP is dope.
It is. Like,
you need to listen to it. I love Crazy Things
You can play it all the way through. She got some bangers on there.
She got some real bangers. So tip my hat off to her for sure. Who do you have tipping?
I am tipping my hat to the U.S. Women's National Soccer Team. Just came through that they struck a new deal where they're going to get equal pay as the U.S. Men's National Soccer Team. So definitely kudos to them. But I'm going to do you one better. They deserve to get more than the men because the men's team suck.
Yep.
That's all what it is. They suck.
I was just about to say that. Yep. Who's winning more?
The women consistently, they are winning. They are going to the World Cup. They got some dog ass athletes over there, so they really should be getting paid more than the men. If we're going based on result based industry, y'all ain't winning, so you shouldn't get paid. The men, that's just the bottom line.
Shouldn't it be performance based anyway? I thought that's what sports was. If you do well, you get paid more.
For every other sport, it is. I mean, it's based on viewership as well. If you look at like how many people show up, I mean, men's soccer team, I think more people show up for the men's game just to be drunk and be like, USA.
Yeah.
I think people actually go to the women's games to actually watch and have a good time because they're going to win. get
Yeah.
drunk and have fun at the men's game, have fun and watch women win going to the women's. So it's just
Good
like,
point.
but the women should get paid more. I'm at least
There you
glad
go.
that they got equal pay here. Hopefully they can get more than the women. Maybe this will light some fire under the men's team to actually do something.
Win or
Maybe,
something. Yeah.
maybe, just maybe they'll win.
Good
You know.
job, y'all.
So good job, ladies, on that historic victory for them. We got to add, and we'll be right back.
Hell yeah.
Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm just over here polishing up my black watch. A lot of y'all know I'm an avid collector of watches. I got at least 9 of them things in my collection, and the one that I get the most compliments on has got to be my black watch. I got to tell y'all, black watches, they have really put a lot of time and detail into their product. I gotta tell you, from the watch face all the way down to the band made of genuine leather. I know it's genuine, but I like seeing genuine. They really have outdone themselves. So fellas, ladies, if you're looking to upgrade your watch style, definitely check out the good folks over there at Black Watches. They black owned. You know you want to support a black owned watch company. And because, they rocking with the podcast, they, hooked you guys up with a promo code. That's right, a promo code. They'll give you 20% off of your order when you head over to blackwatches.com. That's right, blackwatches.com, BLAK watches.com, and make sure you use that promo code late night WNA. Come on, support the Black Watches. Now back to the podcast. Sadly, a couple days ago, we lost 10 lives at the hands of a white supremacist. So definitely hearts go out to the 10 individuals in Buffalo. Peyton Gendron, whatever the hell his last name is, 18-year-old, decided to just go into a Tops grocery store in Buffalo and kill black people. He left a 180-page manifesto detailing. He thought about white replacement theory. Excuse me, is what he called it. Which, for those of you that don't know, basically they think white people are being replaced
Yeah.
by every other racial group. In that manifesto, he also talked about Jewish people taking over. He talked about Hispanic people as well. Had a military grade rifle. Went in there on the barrel of this gun, had nigger, hard
Yep.
R,
Yep.
etched into that. So that pretty much tells you all we need to know about him. Went through, saw another white person in there, apologized, let him go, went on and killed remaining black people that were in there. Which also lets us know that that was one of those racially motivated attacks. I know people were trying to say that this is not racially motivated. Well, then how did the white dude get away? How they let him go? But in true fashion of mass murders, he walked away alive. He was able to take off his riot gear, and they took him in custody. This is one of those things for me that it hurts, and they all hurt. But this was one of those ones that I'm just tired of it, man. As I know we all are on so many levels. It's just like, what are we gonna do? These people are minding their own business. This dude drove 200 miles outside of his own community. Let me just paint this picture for y'all. Drove 200 miles outside of his own community, found a zip code. Oh, a lot of black people here. I'm just gonna go here and kill these folks. Mind you, this person also he was going to shoot up his high school graduation or shoot up the high school. So they've known about this dude for some time. So it's not like he's just, I just lost it. I don't know. How you feel?
He filmed or tried to film the entire thing on going live
Yeah.
stream on Twitch. About 2 minutes in, Twitch removed the feed. I feel just like there's this clip going around of this reporter journalist black man who became overcome with emotion, reporting the news, the
I did see that.
story. And he said he's probably going to report some more. He's reported about 15, and he's going to probably report some more. And we're going to we're gonna give our thoughts and prayers right now and talk about it, for a week or two, but it's gonna be off our news feed and nothing's gonna happen. And the questions that we need to really start asking ourselves and demanding and yelling to the people that are supposedly in power is, what are we going to do about it, about this situation, about a clear issue that we have going on in this country. We have a gun issue. Set aside the race issue that we already clearly nobody wants to admit on either side. Like, yes, people want to they want to tiptoe around it, but nobody wants to clearly admit that there's a race issue going on right now, inequality. But we have a gun issue. Now let's take away for a quick second. Let's remove all the capitalism, the consumerism of all this money that NRA and gun companies are making. How is this going to benefit us as a human, as a whole, if we keep allowing people to be able to access guns so easily and do things like this?
No, I wholly agree with you. I'm not anti-gun. I'm
No.
pro-gun. I'm not pro war machines though.
Yeah.
That's what I'm not pro. I'm
Yeah.
pro handgun.
Agreed.
I'm pro shotgun. I feel like those are guns that you can have to protect yourself in your household.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Don't need a machine gun to protect yourself.
Yeah.
That's one. If you do want to get a machine gun, cool. Go rent it at the gun range and you can shoot it there.
Yeah.
Can't shoot it anywhere else but at the gun range.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the NRA, all these politicians, they're in each other's pockets.
Yeah.
They don't care. They don't care at all, because what's weird, not even say weird, they know about these people.
Mm-hmm.
They said over 55% of attacks happen from white supremacists.
Mm-hmm.
So they know these people exist.
Mm-hmm.
But if the FBI rounds up all these people, they have nobody else to target. If they round up all their cousins and all the cousins of these politicians, then who else are they going to have to target?
Who's gonna have a job? No one's gonna. Everybody's gonna be without a job if they round up everybody.
And also, it's like, what racial group will they attack then? Look at it this way: Asian people, unfortunately, they got knocked over the head like 4 or 5 times. And it's like, oh, you got a bill. I don't believe it. I'm not for anyone getting knocked over their head, but it's mighty funny that when people start attacking them, they get a bill. And it just mysteriously appears over the time of COVID. And it's like, oh, great. But it took us, 100 years to get the anti-lynching bill?
Yeah.
And we barely got that. So they need to do something to protect us. But I feel like it's going to be another 100 years before somebody signs, oh, it's the you can't mess with black people bill. It's going to be forever before we get that, because they don't want to do that. Because like I said, if they do that, it forces them to have to acknowledge that, damn, I got to round up my cousins, my uncle. Some of us are going to be in jail. Half of these police departments are going to be in jail. They literally have no targets anymore. They cannot take anyone else out because it's like they're protected.
I just, just like what you said, I definitely feel for the families. My whole thing is, we can't go anywhere without feeling like our life is in jeopardy. We can't go anywhere, and we can't be home.
That too.
Without feeling that our life is in jeopardy.
We can't do shit.
Yeah, because of incidents like Ahmed, I can never say that. Ahmaud Arbery. Like running and jogging, like that's why I honestly stopped running outside. I stopped running outside.
I'm an avid go hike, go to these national parks and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't like to do that alone.
Nope.
I gotta have somebody else, with somebody of color, a black person, somebody with me, because I don't want to be missing in the woods because some racist person didn't think that I should be out here on this trail hiking.
Yeah. Like, every time I get to my house, I walk to my apartment, I have to check 3 or 4 times just to make sure I'm at the right apartment, because PTSD is real. Everybody is out here living in trauma filled
Mm-hmm.
lives right now because we get to see black bodies being murdered in
Real
in
time.
real time.
And nobody gives a fuck about it except for us. It's so I like we're all tired. It is just
Yeah.
like, man, just so tiring to have to deal with this. And I've always I think I've gotten more anxious and paranoid
Oh yeah.
since COVID, just being
Yeah.
inside. But
Yeah.
now, as a black person, when you go out, I'm literally head on a swivel, move with a purpose, because it's like
Yeah.
you just don't know. When
Yeah.
white people come up to me, I'm like, "What are you doing? Get the fuck back away from me!"
Yeah.
Because it's like I don't know what you're doing. Like, don't come in my bubble. Like, don't come in my space.
Yeah. And I'm already doing that anyway because dudes ain't shit. But I'm
Right?
just saying on time.
You got to worry about dudes ain't being shit, and
All
then
right.
crazy
No.
ass white people
Yeah, I know.
taking you out. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a whole other level of paranoia. I was listening to a podcast and they was talking. He was like, I was in the gym, and he was like, it could happen here. It's an all black
Facts.
gym, and
Facts.
it's just like, yeah, it really does make you want. This dude drove outside of his
Out
200
of
miles
your
outside
way.
of his area to go
Yeah.
kill some people,
What type of hatred you've
and he's
like
18 years old.
18.
And you know what they're already doing? They're already trying to pull the, oh, he's crazy. They said it was his family is saying it's COVID. Isolation from COVID is what causes. And I was like, COVID may have caused a lot of things. May have caused some heavy breathing. May have caused some people to lose, some senses. But I don't
Yeah.
ever remember saying one of the symptoms of COVID was being racist. I don't ever remember seeing that at all.
Yeah,
You
that's a
know,
new one. That's a new one.
it's crazy to me. Dude was 18 years old. How much hate do you have in your heart? And they said this started with the whole white replacement theory and everything. My man, this is what Conan, not Conan, but this is what what's my man? Tucker Carlson. This is what Tucker
Mhm.
Carlson and all these people push on Fox is like white replacement theory. And some of it you get why they're scared. It kind of
Yeah.
aligns with some of these abortion laws that they're trying to change because they feel like
Mhm.
they are going to be the minority.
They're
They
going to be
feel like
outnumbered.
they're outnumbered. And
Yeah.
you know what this stems from? It stems from them feeling like all the bullshit that you have done to black people and other racial groups, you think that's going to happen to you.
Yeah.
You think that we're going to somehow be in power and we're going to retaliate and do all the things that you've done to us. We should. It'll never happen. But
Yeah,
you should get a taste of that
we're
medicine.
better because as a people, every like everybody that's been oppressed is better than the oppressor.
Typically.
Even even when or if we are putting in the position where we're the quote unquote on top, like in general, we are very communal. Like we want everybody to win, but no, we have to have people that really just want to hate just to hate, to have no reason whatsoever. Because
And it's like we be minding our business. We just want to take care of our families,
live,
work.
that's all we want to do.
We just want to
Live,
do what we want to do the same things y'all do.
thrive,
But
and yeah, that's it.
for whatever reason, it just irritates white people when black folks are just living their lives.
Look at them frolicking.
And was I just it's so many things I have wrapped my mind around. This kid had battle armor. Who
Yeah,
bought this? You're like 18 years old. Some of that shit's expensive.
yeah.
You're not telling me your parents didn't know. That's the other thing about some of these people. Start charging their parents. You knew what the fuck your kid was doing. I was reading a story where they said he ended up he stabbed a
He
cat and cut
mangled.
the cat's
Yeah,
head off.
yeah.
You knew what your kid was doing. You're not telling me you don't know what the fuck is going on here.
Some of these parents are scared of their damn kids.
I mean, it's a topic for another day, but still, you got to step in. If you don't want to go to jail, then you need to figure out what's going on. That's what the rules should be. If your kids out here committing mass murder, you got to go too.
Yeah,
You got to go too. What's even crazier is the Back the Blue people are very quiet because one of the individuals that lost their lives was a retired
yep,
Buffalo police officer. He was a
yep,
security guard. He ended up firing on him, which they said probably would have disarmed him if it wasn't for him having the body armor on. He turned
yeah,
around and ended up shooting his brother. But
yeah.
the Back the Blue people are very quiet. It's always, oh, we must protect cops. But when one of your own goes down, y'all don't say shit
Mm.
because he was black. That's what it was. He was black.
I mean, I don't want to give this guy too much attention because obviously that's why he was on Twitch. That's why he wrote the manifesto. Reading into it, he's an 18-year-old boy. I mean, 18-year-old man. Excuse me.
Yeah, he's a
Um,
man.
that knew what he was doing for sure. My heart goes out to all of the families that lost someone, and my heart goes out to just us, all of us. Like
Right, the whole community.
like fuck the bullshit. Like this shit is crazy.
It's just like it's just tiring, man. It's just so
Yeah.
tiring. Like I don't know, man. I've been off social media because you seeing people go back and forth about the dumb stuff, and I was like, man, this dude went on a killing spree. Like y'all can't. It's just like no matter what side you stand, whether you Republican, Democrat, whatever, you should clearly see that that was just fucking wrong, and people just can't
Yeah.
see it. There's been people making jokes about it. I've seen they fired some police officers
Yeah, I
who
saw a
made
few.
jokes. It's like y'all really hate us that much. It's fucking crazy. Like I don't know.
Mm.
I just like I said, pray for the community, pray, for just
Yeah,
us as
yeah.
a whole, you know. Oh, I didn't hit the button. I gotta hit the cracker button because that's what he is.
Cracker ass cracker.
So it's
Mm-hmm.
just
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. I saw some people were saying they actually watched the video, and I'm thankful that I did not see
Oh
the
hell no.
video of that
Hell
clip
no.
because I was just like, that's not some shit I'd want to see. Like that is it's
Yeah,
just
I'm not.
not
I'm
right.
not. I'm not on to that. That. What is it? It's called.
Trauma
Mm,
porn.
yeah, trauma porn. I can't do that. So that's not
Let
my
me
ministry.
let me ask you this before we move on. Are you one of those people that thinks that he should have been killed? Are you one of those people? Because when these mass shootings, they're always taken in custody.
Yeah,
Not taken in custody. Are you
yeah.
one of those that was like should just unloaded on them? You killed 10 people. Someone's finger should have slipped on the trigger.
I
How do you
don't.
feel about him
I.
being taken alive?
I mean, I don't have a problem with him being taken alive. My problem is how he was taken alive. He was gently escorted to the car.
Hmm.
I Dave Chappelle got nudged, got fucking pushed, and they whooped his ass. And he and then
Exactly.
he's black and blue. You could not recognize this man getting trailed off on the damn ambulance buggy or whatever. But your man's not a scratch on his face. That's all
That's
I'm saying.
because he didn't have no black cops up there. But if it was black cops up there, they probably would have roughed him up a little bit.
That's
Maybe
all I'm
not.
saying.
But
Yeah, that's it. That's all I have to say. Because at the end of the day, he's obviously not getting out of jail. Like that's number one. Duh.
no,
But
he's not.
and he's gonna understand if he thought COVID isolation was a thing. Watch what happens when you're in solitaire, and really what happens
At
to your brain,
18?
to your brain,
Woo!
to your brain at 18.
At 18, you got to sit there and spew in that hate. It's just crazy to me. I got to
Yeah,
think about it, go back to that 180 page man. I don't hate anyone that to write a 180 page report.
yeah.
I don't hate you that goddamn much. Like you're getting one page out of me.
That nigga's committed.
Like he was fully committed to the racism because I'm telling you, after the first and a half page, I'm like, I don't really hate him that much. I don't really hate these people that much, but I don't I can kind of see why it took him alive because if you're not posing the threat, you're putting the gun down. I can see why they didn't shoot you. If you were still shooting back, granted, I understand why they would take you out. I also do get yes, there is privilege to it because if it was a brother or sister putting the gun down so ever casually,
My
yeah,
life is still threatened.
they would have shot him. They would have got their ass whooped in handcuffs. So I mean, I think I'm glad they didn't shoot him because I want them to put him in the general pop with some niggas. I know they won't, but I want that one guard to oops, I don't know how he got put in here. Let him get tagged up a couple times.
Yeah,
You
he's
know.
he's definitely he's gonna be on high security.
Oh yeah,
right now.
he's probably gonna be a celeb in the amongst the Aryan population. They are probably throwing him a party. But I hope somebody, like I said, I hope they slip up and somehow he just happens to be with some brothers and get his ass whooped. I just hope he gets his ass whooped.
Yeah, this
You
is
know.
crazy.
But keep your heads up, black folks. We, as always, we continue to prevail. We got another ad. We'll be right back.
Yep. Hey y'all, we're going to take a quick pause from this episode to tell you about our next sponsor, Rose Vogue Styling. Let Rose Vogue Styling help you change the way you see yourself. Their mission is to empower you to build your confidence and look fly while doing it. They offer personal styling, shopping, and closet auditing. They need to come to my closet because it's a hot ass mess, okay? They also have an online boutique store full of pieces that will give your outfit life and have you looking right. Pieces like earrings, that's what I have on now, right here, necklaces, purses, rings, just to name a few, okay? Right now, our subscribers, our listeners, our watchers, you can get 20% off when you use the code LATE NIGHT, okay? LATENITE. Go on over to their IG. It's Rose Vogue Styling at Rose Vogue Styling. Easy. Everybody knows that, okay? Let Rose Vogue Styling style you for your next event or simply just help you enhance the pieces that you already have in your closet. Wow. Style is a choice. Upgrade yours with Rose Vogue Styling. Again, you can get 20% off if you use our code LATE NIGHT, okay? LATENITE. Support a black business, okay? Support us. When you support them, you're supporting us, okay? Now let's get back to the show.
Topic number 2 for news you can or can't use. Jack Harlow has been in the news a lot lately. Brandy is in the news as well. Did you see the video of Jack not knowing who Ray J's sister is? Did you?
I checked a quick. I looked at it briefly, and then I was like, "What is he talking about? What are they talking about?"
It was one of those ones where I was confused myself. Like, what is going on? I'm
Yeah,
about to
I wasn't sure.
play a snippet for y'all. Here it is. It's a great song, by the way.
All right, how about I go this way? She had a TV show. She started a TV show.
Tell me another. Her brother is the reason why a lot of people are famous.
Her brother had an amazing sex tape.
Very famous.
Who's Ray J's sister?
Oh my God!
Who's Ray J's sister?
Yo, fact, he's serious.
I know that's.
Yo, he's 24.
I didn't know they were siblings. Who is it?
You didn't know Brandy and Ray J are siblings?
Yes. Wow.
Nobody's ever told me that in my life.
You just found that out today?
Nobody's ever told me that.
Wow.
Yo, give it up to Jack Harlow.
Love you, Jack Harlow.
Yo, that is amazing. Yo,
that was
no, I love.
So Jack Harlow just found out that Ray J and Brandy are siblings. I don't know what to say about it. What do you think? I just thought it was funny.
I mean, how old is he? He's like 20.
He's 24. Are you buying that? Are you letting him off easy because he's 24?
I mean, if he wasn't in the rap game, I would let him go off because as a 24-year-old. But my mans, you are in the music industry. Even the people that I don't listen to, I know or have heard or referenced. For me, like, where's your research? Who's your team?
Where's your knowledge of music history? You love black music. You like black ladies. You got to know this. I agree with you. 24 is not an excuse. I mean, maybe like you said, 24 if you were in any other industry.
Yeah.
I can understand that. There's 24-year-olds who don't know music who are like, yeah, I didn't know that either. But they're also not sampling black artists. They're not, in R&B and hip hop. So they don't need to know that. But you, sir, you should know that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Go ahead. My bad.
No, I was just gonna say, his first, this big hit, this song that he has, "Glamorous" remake. It's actually, Fergie took it from Pull It a Don and Carrie Hilson. So but people don't know that. People only know it from Fergie. So again, listen, you got to know your knowledge. You got to know your history if you're trying to step up in the game, especially from with us, because we'll definitely check you.
This is why a lot of older artists don't like younger artists sampling their shit. Prince did not let people sample his music. Marvin Gaye, Barry White. It's a lot of artists who would not let you sample their stuff. And I can kind of understand why. It's because these younger artists, you have no respect for what they did, what they laid down. You just, and I feel like as a white artist, you should know that much more. It's like a black person not knowing black history. It's like, hey, my man, you should know this. That's how I feel about them. It's like kind of like when, I don't know if you got that talk, but I got that talk. I know a lot of other black people got that talk. It's, you have to be better than the whites. You got to be twice as good being a black person out here. That's Jack Harlow. You're in a black industry. You have to be twice as good as a black person. And I feel like we're letting these white artists get over. We're letting too many mediocre white artists get over. And this is just another person showing that. How you not know Brandy, bro?
Yeah, especially because Brandy was such a big artist and she was such a large influence on so many singers after her. And she had a nice little reign for a good 10.
For everybody, gospel artists, even country artists talk about Brandy because she can hit notes that so many people can't hit.
Yeah.
So it's like, how are you not knowing this? And they gave him like 8 hits. They was like, oh, she was a singer. She had a TV show. It got all the way down to her brother had a sex tape for you to figure it out.
Yeah.
And he still didn't know then.
I was gonna say I do know guys or just people in general that really just hone in to one genre of music, and he probably knows the history ins and out of rap and hip hop, which I'll give him that. But again, because you're in the music industry, you got to know, at least have heard, or just the basics. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you don't like R&B or pop, like, just the general consensus, like who it was hot here, and top 100 real quick. You know what I'm saying?
It's funny because she tweeted out, I will murk this dude in rap at 43 on his own beats, and then I'll sing his ass to sleep. Like, that was funny. I was like, I don't know, man. I've never been a fan because I never got into Jack, and I was just been like, I don't see the hype. I was like, I don't see the hype. It takes a lot for you to impress as a white artist. Takes a lot. You can't just show up with these mediocre raps, these mediocre songs, and it's too many of them.
He has a couple bangers that lyrically I like. I love Dave or Lil Dicky. That's my dude.
Yeah, I like Lil Dicky. Yeah, but to me it seems like he's been more authentic. He can actually rap. He's been, to me, more authentic and true to himself.
Yeah.
With Jack, I'm getting the white boy from Kentucky who, I love hip hop, and you stumbled into a lane, you curled your hair a little bit, you got into the train of black women liking you, and I'm just gonna ride this wave. I guarantee in 10 years, Jack Harlow is going to pull the Machine Gun Kelly. He's gonna pull the Wrecking Ball. What's the record?
Miley Cyrus.
Miley. He's gonna go back to the whites. He's gonna go back. I made my money off the blacks, and I'm gonna go back to the whites. They always do it. And our dumbasses be welcoming them right in. Oh, Jack Harlow get to come to the cookout. off of some mediocre raps. Like,
You're hilarious.
stop handing out plates to the goddamn cookout, please.
I mean, he's 24. I agree. He's 24. Like, also, when you're 24, you don't give a fuck. You just one-sided. You just like, I'm in my tunnel vision right now. Whatever I'm listening to is whatever I'm listening to. This is my music.
When you were 24, Boogie, I guarantee you could name some artists your mama and your daddy was listening to.
Yeah,
I
of course. Because I also love R&B, neo soul, oldies, dusties. Like, that's me. So,
but that's what I'm saying, though.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But you knew the artists though. At 24, there were still some artists. I can name the Anita Baker. I can name all these black artists. I can even name hella white artists. That might be my suburban side kicking in. But I can name hella white artists at 24, or like most 24-year-olds probably weren't listening to, that you should know being in the music industry. You should be able to, especially because you're sampling these people's beats. How many artists not even just from Jack's standpoint, we talked about Jack, but let's say even the new artists now who are in his class, them niggas are sampling beats from artists that they don't know who these niggas were. And that's bullshit. I think for you to sample somebody's album or whatever, or sample someone's track, you should at least know who the artist is. You should know who they are.
Yeah, I mean, and also, I'm trying to give an excuse for being young and dumb, because I remember being young and dumb and not really paying attention to anything. But again, there is no excuse if you want to be in said industry and don't know anything about, or no idea whatsoever about probably one of the most best selling just product TV show. Like, just she took over in the 90s. Like,
Literally.
that was her all day.
One of the most recognizable voices ever.
Absolutely.
Even Kobe took her to prom. Nobody was taking celebs to prom like that. Hell, even Lil Kim was like, "Hey, ain't that Brandy's brother?" Like, all this stuff. Like, come on, Jack, do better. Now, there are some people who I can say I did not know were siblings. Lisa Ray, the Brat.
Yeah,
did not know that one.
Yeah, but not Ray J. Ray J was all up in the videos, okay? I just don't understand.
He was on the show. He was on Moesha. Like, come on here. Like, I just don't get it. I'm trying to think some other people who I didn't know. What's my name? Wood Harris and the dude that be in the Tyler Perry movies. What was it? Steve? Is it Steve Harris? I think it's his name. That nigga. What's her name? Not Lisa Ray, Nia Long, and there's so many other ones where I could be like, okay, I can see that one. But this one, bro, everybody knows this one. Like, everybody knows this.
Yeah.
Not letting you off the hook, Jack. I'm not letting you off the hook. You need to come with more than those mediocre raps to impress me, Jack. Okay? Do better.
He'll be fine.
Of course he will, because he got so many people invite him to the cookout. Yeah, of course he'll be fine. He got niggas lifting him up at the fucking Kentucky Derby. Come on.
Right.
Come on. Okay. Couldn't have been me. Couldn't have been me.
We know.
Been like, walk your goddamn self, white boy.
Oh, God.
I'll just say that had to have been a hefty check. That had to have been a hefty check for him to be like, you want me to do what? Carry you? What's wrong with your legs, man? What's wrong with your? I'd have been like, ain't no other white dudes over here. Ain't no other white boys over here that can help us out. Guess not. But Boogie, it's time for y'all niggas tripping. Who you got? Because people have been tripping.
Yeah, people have been tripping for sure. Pardon me for those that are on YouTube. I kind of cut off this clip, but if you don't know, you don't know. Bette Midler decided to share her opinion about this the infant formula shortage that has been going on for the past couple of weeks.
It's crazy how that's happening.
It's ridiculous. I just saw that the company Infamil, as well as another one,
It's like Abbott.
Abbott, that's what it is actually shipping millions of pounds of formula from other countries to the U.S. So I'm glad that's happening. I wish there were more companies that were producing formula. Like, why? It's just 3 companies, by the way, that
Yeah, it's
are
kind of. You would
producing.
think there'd be more that would.
Monopolizing all of their time. It just all of the money anyway. But Bette Midler decided to tweet out and quote tweet, after this response of a tweet that came out from Stephanie Rule. She says the baby formula shortage reveals an amazing secret. I can never say that, oligopoly.
Yeah, you said that right.
Yeah. 3 American companies control over 90% of the market, hugely restrictive regulation, thanks to big dollars, big law, and goes on. And Bette Midler quote tweets, "Try breastfeeding. It's free and available on demand."
That's right. You got 2 titties.
That's really what she just said. Wow. Let me just say this again. Have never had a child. For me, not knowing a lot about babies. Look, I'm doing a Jack Harlow, but I know enough to know that as a pregnant woman, once you have a baby, it is not certain that you will be able to produce milk to feed your newborn. Not every mother produces milk. Also, some babies will not latch onto the titty. Will not latch onto the titty. Okay? That is a real thing. They will bite and gnaw down on
everything
that titty.
but the teat.
On everything except for that teeth. Okay?
It's just like, it is right here. It's just like...
It is a target. It is a bullseye. But some babies will not latch on. And what doctors suggest introducing formula to the baby. Okay? There are a number of reasons why women bodies do their thing.
Right.
And your first response, Bette Midler, is to say, try breastfeeding.
It's free.
Come on, my man. Come on, my man. You're doing like, too much. That's
God gave you 2 baby feeders right there. You can save some money. You ain't got to worry about it. She was like, another Bette Midler was like, y'all are lazy. These new age women. Back in my day, I was doing hocus pocus and I had 2 babies on both of my titties. You can do it too.
This was a very ignorant, ill. Just I just feel like sometimes people, when you read something and you want to say something, just say it to yourself. Like, or that was
hit the delete button.
Yeah, say it to yourself, meaning do not share that shit.
This was one of those things where I think people, like, you just want to stay relevant, because she has tweeted out some other dumb shit, and I was like, what's going on? Hocus Pocus 2 is about to come out.
Yeah.
Shut up before they cancel the shit.
Yeah.
Like, just shut up.
Yeah.
But I saw a lot of dudes tweeting that same thing too, and I was like, y'all niggas have lost y'all goddamn minds.
They don't know.
Y'all clearly do not know how women's bodies work. I was like, I couldn't have been the only nigga that paid attention in health class.
It's basic knowledge.
It really is. I am not a woman, don't have any babies, but I knew that knowledge. What you said about latching and about not being able to produce milk, I knew that. It's common knowledge. Most people should know that. But it's also like, how insensitive are you? Because you don't know what that mother is going through. There's so many reasons why, like you said, they don't produce milk. Maybe they were producing milk and they stopped. Maybe I've heard some instances where you can get a lot of nutrients from breast milk, but there are some babies they don't take to it. So they have to get their nutrients from the formula. It's like, y'all are just dumb, and y'all are literally missing the point of what the tweet was saying.
Yep.
How are we running out of formula for? There's no way that should happen.
Yeah.
There's no way that should happen.
You got to do better than that, especially if you have such a large platform and your first reaction is try breastfeeding.
It's also one of those things where it's like, as a woman, it's like you're not sitting here thinking like, wait a minute, maybe I shouldn't say that. As a person, I don't know if she has children or not, but if you're a mother who has gone through having children, even if you didn't, because most, like you said, you don't have a child and but for the mothers who have gone through it and the struggles of pumping and all that stuff, you would think you'd be like, let me not say this.
Yeah.
You would think that.
Yeah, that was an idiotic ass tweet. So y'all
it's just like, God damn. Again, it's there's been so many tweets I've wanted to tweet and I've just been like, you know what?
Let me hold that down
Delete.
and put that out. Yeah.
You know, save in the draft. So let's go back to this at a different moment. You know, it's just fucking insane.
Yeah. Who you got for your niggas is tripping?
Insane. My young niggas tripping. It's a weird one here. I'm giving mine to Marcelo. The Marcelo, he was dropped from the Lion. It's a soccer team over in Europe. Because he was farting too much and laughing about it in the locker room. It's one of the weirdest reasons to get cut from a team too. I was just like, I couldn't believe it when I saw that he was cut for that. You know, it was just like, wow, like they are cutting people because he was farting too much in the locker room. Apparently they had lost a game, and after one of the games, just continued to fart. He just continued farting, and he was laughing about it, you know, during one of those rah, hey man, let's pick our heads up. I know we're down 56-0, but we can get it. And, you know, he just farting and laughing. And it got to the point where they they let go of him. The coach was, we just can't take any more of this.
My bad. I thought I posted the right picture. I did not. That was my error. But also, let's focus on the fact that maybe people just have uncontrollable flatulence. Why are you why are you being penalized for such thing? No, I'm just saying that that's a thing.
If it were uncontrollable, I don't think I would be constantly laughing about it. I'd be, oh my God, guys, I'm sorry. But if I'm just letting them go and I'm that was a good one, I can see why it'd be disrespectful, but
yeah.
And if I knew that you were the uncontrollable farter, I'd be, hey man, now ain't the time, bro. Now is not the time. We out here getting our ass whooped.
Right.
And you want to be in here farting and laughing about it. You know. I got a question though. Like if I'm the new team, right? When they bring you in and you have that press conference, like, you know, when they sign their contract and hold their jerseys up. When they ask you those questions, be like, yeah, I know I left Lion on some unforeseen circumstances, but we're not bringing the farts to the locker room on this team. Like, how do you address that? Like, because they know why you. It's not like you didn't get cut because you weren't playing good.
Yeah,
you got cut for farting.
There has to be more. There has to be more. There has to be more to the story. I hope there's more to the story, because that is that's a hell of a way to get cut.
Also, how bad were those farts? And it's just like, damn, my man, was you eating eggs? Like, what is going on here? Because it's like, and also, you know what this shows? He also probably was not the best player on the team. Because if you're the best player on the team, I'm gonna let some farts go. We winning, baby.
Yeah,
we going to the ship.
Now? What you gonna cut me for a little
we
bit
going
of gas?
to the ship. You can let them go. Let them fart. I'm just not gonna be the one getting dressed by you. I'm a equipment manager. Can you move my locker down like 3 rows or something? But I guarantee if LeBron is out here farting, they're not cutting LeBron. You're not cutting your star player for farting and laughing.
I don't see the issue with that whatsoever. To me, I felt like they were just trying to find a reason to cut him.
Oh, they probably were.
And they were like, yo, he's farting right now. Perfect. Got him.
Hey, listen, we got to get him out of here. It's just like, you know what? If I'm leaving, I'll just let the biggest wet fart go as I'm walking out the locker room. I'm just one of them ones that trails just so y'all can smell me leaving out. Like, yeah, just how this tastes.
Lingering ass farts.
I'm making it linger because you should have cut me for this. I'm making it linger. That's what it is. But hopefully he gets it under control in the new locker room.
He'll be fine.
You know. Oh yeah, I'm sure it will be. But yo, if I am from the other teams, I'm shit emojis. I'm in the stands with shit emojis every time shit emojis, y'all. He's on the field. I'm bringing him out. Like I'm heckling the hell out of you. We booing. Your shitty boo boo ass up out of here, nigga. Oh, let's get to the last ad.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? A lot of y'all hit me up like, Nate, you super chill. You super laid back all the time. Brother, you gotta be on something. Well, y'all are right. I'm off them chummies edibles, and y'all know me. Y'all know I'm a smoker. I don't really mess with the eddies like that, because let's be real, a lot of them are hit or miss. There's either no juice or you're feeling like a zombie. The good folks over there at Chummies, well, they out here trying to change the edible game. And I gotta tell you, they got some phenomenal products. They sent me over some of their traditional edibles, and man, them things are hitting. But they don't only got edibles. They got juice. They got your gummies. They got your chocolate bars. Whatever you like, they got it. Y'all, do me a favor. Go over to their Instagram page. It's Chummies_edibles. And get yourself some good stuff. And when you're out there, filling up your cart, make sure you use that promo code 21Chummy. That's right. They rocking with the podcast, and because they rocking with us, they rocking with y'all. So they're going to take care of y'all by giving y'all 10% off of your first order. So again, use that promo code 21Chummy to get 10% off your edibles. All right, y'all, let's get back to the podcast.
It's the final topic. It's the final topic.
All right, close us out for the final topic. Julia Fox goes grocery shopping in designer underwear and denim boots. She posted on her story, when it's laundry day, but you have errands to run. I think that well, hold on, let me go back. I just think that it's socially acceptable at the beach. It should be acceptable everywhere. Yeah. You want to go first?
I mean, I just had this conversation the other day. I was just like, what's the difference between swimsuits and underwear? Like, it's the same thing, just a liner. So we can walk around.
Yeah.
We can walk around stores with a little cover up and our swimsuits, but we can't do that with underwear. I'm for the first time ever in my life that you will ever hear me say, but I agree with Julia. I do.
What?
I do.
You cannot make this shit up.
Yep.
Just
I do.
I'm going to play devil's food cake advocate here.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, Boogie and Julia, it's normally socially acceptable because there's a large body of water and sand accompanying the beach. You're at the beach. That's the big difference. Most people are not wearing swimsuits to the grocery store unless they're in a beachy environment. Ma'am, you got on drawers and panties at the grocery store. Call it what it is. We can see the Calvin Klein imprint on the drawers. That's what this is. That's the major difference. It would be socially acceptable if she was at the beach. I don't think anyone would be like, you just going here to buy some groceries, getting some beer, some sunscreen. It's a beach area. You, ma'am, we don't know if you hot or cold. You got on this jean jacket and your underwear. Like, this is what happens when this is the Kanye effect. This is what you trying to stay relevant after you've been with Kanye. That's what this is. How can I be relevant? Let me go to the grocery store with my drawers and say, this is what it is. Come on.
I agree. I agree with you with the Kanye effect, but she does have a point. When you are near beachy areas, there are stores, grocery stores, there are restaurants, there are like tchotchkes, there shirt like clothing stores where you can walk in, which make sure you got some shoes on, something on your feet, but you out here assed out in underwear.
But you're like you just said it though, in beachy environment. She was at the Meijer. She was at Kroger's with the S on it.
But we don't know. This is probably in LA. In LA,
she ain't in Laguna Beach. Ain't no beaches over there.
You don't know. You don't know.
Ain't no beaches over there.
You don't know.
I mean, I can see there's a sliver of hope here for your argument. There's a sliver of hope there. It's just one of those things where it's like, man, maybe if you even had on like beach shoes on, you're not wearing this to the beach. You're not going to the beach in no jean jacket and no jean boots. You're just not doing that. You purposely was like, you know what? I don't feel like ironing today. I don't feel like ironing these leggings. I'm not putting on no sweatshirt. I'm just going, leave in my panties and draw. If that were the case, why put the coat on? Why put the coat on? Why not just...
It matches with the boots. Come on, she's trying to coordinate.
Oh, that's what it was. He's out here coordinating. Yeah. I mean, you could have put on a bathrobe and some shoes that coordinate with your bathrobe. It was a conscious decision to just not put no clothes on. And that's cool. You grown, but let's not try to make it like, oh, I'm at the beach. You're not at the beach, man. You're at Publix. You're in the parking lot. There's not a beach for miles around here. What are you doing?
I get it. Yeah, I get it. I've always thought about that. Like, there's been moments where I'm like, man, I am insecure about wearing my bathing suit, or my bathing suit, or a 2-piece or a 1-piece, and then I'm walking around the house in my underwear. I'm like, what's the fucking difference?
You're at home.
I know, but still, if I'm okay with wearing it in a swimsuit, I could be okay with wearing it out.
But at the same time, though, with the swimsuit, though, excuse me, they're not as sheer. You gotta look at it that way. If you got like your bra and panties on, some of that stuff, you be seeing nipples and everything. You be like, okay,
some of it,
So you're not wearing that stuff. You still self-conscious. At least with the bathing suit, you're covered. We're not looking at
barely
everything.
Have you seen these swimsuits nowadays?
I mean, that's true. I mean, it is barely, but you're still covered. Nonetheless, you're still covered. She's in underwear.
I'm not going. I'm with you, Julia, all day.
So is this the new trend? You think we're gonna start seeing people in warmer areas going to the grocery store in bras and panties?
Hell no. But if you want to attract some cameras, some attention, go ahead and do that.
That only works in LA. Nobody in Iowa is going to the grocery store. They're like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, that's indecent exposure in some areas.
It is.
That's what that is. That's literally what that is.
If a nipple slides out, hello.
I want to know how many people. There are children here. I want to know how many people actually hit her with that, or how many people are trying to bag her groceries. No. I got them. I'm bagging.
I got it.
I'm bagging.
You need me to walk you to your car?
It's our policy. It's our new policy where we unload the groceries for you, put them in the trunk and everything. You know what? Let's talk about this though before we leave though. She had a whole bunch of Aquafina down there. I'm gonna water shame her. We gotta water shame her. Are you an Aquafina?
Oh God,
we gotta do it. She make too much money to be drinking Aquafina. You make too much money.
Isn't terrible. Now, if
it ain't great.
Yeah, agreed.
I feel like if you are in a certain tax bracket, there's just some water that's off limits. Some water is just like, you know what? I make too much money for this. Aquafina is one of those. She lives too much of a comfortable lifestyle. You got to upgrade that water, baby girl. Aquapana over here. Aquapana. Upgrade your water intake. What say God.
You're hilarious.
I gotta get, every episode. I think I'm just gonna start being messy. Every episode, I'm gonna just throw in a little bit of messiness.
Oh gosh,
that's my messy. You make too much money, Julia. I might let you slide with the underwear being out if you have some better water down there. There's way better water out here for you to get. It's no excuse. It's just no excuse.
I mean, let her live. Let her do whatever she want to do. She's get her 15 minutes of fame.
Oh man, she's on the last leg of that. She's like on 18, 19 minutes. She's trying to just stretch it out.
You gotta do what you gotta do, girl. I feel you.
Hey, next week she's just gonna come out with the titties out. It's gonna be like, you know what? Nude beaches. It's okay there. I'm in Starbucks. I should be able to have my titties out here. Why not? What say y'all? Come on. Okay. How much you want to bet? Maybe not. I don't know. But that's all I got, Boogie. I ain't got nothing else. We at the end of the docket. This has been a dope episode of Late Night with Nate and Adrian. Nate Galloway, appreciate you for tuning in. No Sleep Crew. Please like, subscribe on all of your podcast platforms, and please support our sponsors because they pay us. So thank you.
And also remember to hit that bell to get all of our notifications so you know exactly when a new epi drops.
Exactly. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. I ain't got nothing else for the people. I ain't got nothing else.
Thank God. No, I'm just kidding.
Nothing else. No bombs either. I ain't got no bombs.
Well, I'm good to go myself as well.
It's your boy Nate Galloway.
And I'm Adrian Brandy.